Alright. Hog champ, dude. So the first thing that we're gonna go over is ult tracking, which is probably the most important thing that you can learn in Overwatch. It doesn't matter if you're top 500 and don't ult track at all, or if you're bronze and just started getting used to the game. I'd recommend that ult tracking is the most important thing you can do. You need to know what ults the enemy team has to position in the current fight, and what ults your team has to also position accordingly. So when you learn ult tracking, you're basically mastering the game at the highest level. Communication is mainly important on D.Va because you have to communicate with your main tank and your backline. You have to know if your supports have their ultimates or if your main tank has their ultimates, and depending on what ults everybody has, that's when you know where to play. So talking is really important in rank.
So guys,
we have to keep our fair mercy above us, and
we do, we'll be main or right side.
Right.
I'll go above mid, like right here.
God, if you go for res, tell Joe, remember.
Most important thing on D.Va is your matrix management. Once again, it all comes down to ult tracking. If you know what ults the enemy team has, you can save matrix depending on if they have Tracer Pulse Bomb, Zarya ult, all these things. When you take into account to, that's when you know when to use your matrix and when not to. The number one thing you don't want to do when playing D.Va is just throw your D.Va bomb straight in the air. That's never a good D.Va bomb. I think D.Va bombing is super situational, so you need to find the right time whether or not you want to use your D.Va bomb to just remech, or if you want to go for a fat 3k bomb, 4k bomb, and try and win your team the fight. That's something that we'll probably go over in our next video. Skirmish on quick. Yeah, I have skirmishing on. I got a game, bro. Hog. Junkertown, dude. I think the best setup when you're on defense is to always control high ground. Just make sure everybody's in the right position so that when the attackers come, they have to push you off and use abilities to take control of a specific area.
Alright, so just start talking.
It's hard to play on a 60Hz monitor. I don't know how people do this. Having a 60Hz monitor is like a huge handicap, whereas having a 144Hz is good enough to compete with the pros. So, gear is probably one of the most important things. The game is just much more smooth and it's easier to aim. Alright guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below what you want to see next time. Peace guys.